What's up, everybody? We are back. Say what? We're back.
Back.
It's life.
Finally.
It's life.
2018. New year.
Crazy.
New us.
New us. I like that. I like that. I hope you like it. So we're just going to try to just get right back in the groove of things, okay?
Yeah.
So we always start out with what's on your plate. So, Steven, what's on your plate?
Dude.
It's been a while. It's been a while.
It's been a little while.
Since like September we've done this.
Nothing but good stuff.
Nothing. So what's up? Lay it on me.
Okay, so
dish it out.
So some video game wise, I have beaten Assassin's Creed, Horizon Zero Dawn DLC.
I like that.
Both really good. Assassin's Creed, like I struggled to beat it. Like it was one of those like I was like done with it, but I was like I need to beat it, and so that was kind of disappointing. But I didn't beat the last two Assassin's Creed, so.
So you said you spoke very highly about the game when you started out playing it.
Mechanically wise, it's the best Assassin's Creed.
Okay.
You know, the only problem with it is just like the story and the characters just kind of fall flat. Like
you don't
really care for them.
Okay.
Even in the ending, I was just kind of like, all right, I guess that was cool. So got those out of the way. I bought an Xbox One X, so I'm kind of playing some of those games right now. Some
two?
PUBG, PUBG, Horizon 3, not Horizon, Forza Horizon 3.
Yeah.
And then, so those are my video games that I'm kind of playing through right now.
Okay.
And then for movies, I've seen nothing but some bomb-ass movies lately.
Movies, I like that, of course.
So The Big Sick, fantastic.
You love it.
It is so good. Like, I know people were saying it was amazing, but seriously, watch this movie. Okay. Big Sick's fantastic. Coco, just watched that.
Yes.
Just
were you able to get through that
Pixar
beginning?
Movie. They didn't. They took it out.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so there was originally the Frozen little thing. I was actually like, I don't want to see this, don't want to see this. And it just skipped right to the movie.
And you were just like, holy shit, the movie's starting.
Yep, and it was just a fantastic movie. I mean, it's a Pixar, so you knew it was going to be good. But it was like, I had tears a couple times.
Oh, shit.
Maybe majority.
Straight waterfalls, people.
Just nothing but. So that's it for movies. And then TV show-wise, I just started The End of the Fucking World on Netflix.
Okay.
I already told you the premise of it.
You told me.
I won't tell everyone else. Just the title should be enough.
Yeah.
Watch this movie.
From what you've heard, I get the sense of like a type of like a dark humor. There's some dark humor to it. So you gotta love dark humor, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
It reminds me of Dexter, like a
younger
Dexter.
Yeah, I like that.
And it's just in a British way, and it's fantastic.
How are the holidays?
The holidays, I'm glad the holidays are over.
Yes. You work there.
Crazy.
You're the manager in retail, and that's gotta suck for you.
Yeah. So it was just tough work. I'm glad it was over. I mean, it was also tough. You know, it was hard for us to start doing this stuff during fourth quarter. It was just, it was just insane. So I'm glad we're back to January, back to normal. Glad we're recording again.
Yes, for sure. So my plate. Obviously, the holidays, right? Mm-hmm. Holidays. What do you have on the holidays? You have big plates.
Fuck yeah.
You got Mondo plates.
Giant
you got holiday
plates.
You got your turkey. You got your fucking ham.
Stuffing.
You got stuffing.
Cranberry if you like cranberry.
You got your candy, some Christmas candy maybe some like
on your plate?
Some fudge.
On your plate?
Like on the little side. Mm-hmm. What, do you have a side plate for your
I don't know if I bring Christmas candy to the dinner.
Well, not really like maybe some fudge, you know, like
pies?
Maybe someone made some pie or some fudge.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The
Makes
desserts, you know what I mean? I'll throw some candy on the plate. Get crazy. Last plate, not my first plate.
Last plate makes sense.
Yeah. So
maybe
my plate's so full, okay.
Yeah.
Games I've been playing. Number 1, just beat on the first Uncharted.
You like it?
You know I missed out on the Uncharted series.
Mm-hmm.
So
I did at first.
Yeah.
But
yeah, you eventually got to it. So now I got the collection. Played through the first one, loving it.
Yep. That's probably because
really great game. Really, yeah. The remaster is really nice. And it's so funny because there's 50-50 fucking moments in that, right? Mm-hmm. There's like, okay, everything looks really good. Yep. The fucking character models look good. Yep. The surrounding looks really good. Mm-hmm. And then there's some shit water. There is some really terrible water right next to me, and it's like beautiful, bad water. You know, so that's like one of the things about the game that's like funny. But yeah, really like Sully, really like Elena. Yep. You know, Drake is awesome. I'm at like the stage 2 to where it's like cartoonish Jack. And Daxter type Drake, you know, that I'm playing with right now. Yep. And obviously it gets to like this very defined character. So I think one of the most things I'm excited for in that series is to just see it evolve, the character evolve, and everybody evolve in it. really great things I want to point out too with the remaster. Just the fact that you can like play as mercenaries or Sully, and you've got like the pirate skin and the Naughty Dog. You can wear the Naughty Dog clothes, and then you can play the game in like. You could flip the screen, you can mirror the screen, you know, you could play it in negative, things like that. I think it's very, very cool.
Can you do all that before you beat the game?
No, you have to beat the game.
Yep.
So it makes a very good, like, replay, and I definitely just, like, want to stream me as a mercenary on Survivor in Mirror. You know what I mean? Like, that sounds fucking awesome. It does a completely different twist.
They continue that even on, like, the fourth one to where I actually want to replay the game because they actually do some crazy stuff that changes the game. Like they add like bullet time, like when you aim,
nice.
It slows down.
Cool.
And so like
yeah I saw like one shot kill and stuff like that
Yeah.
on it, so that's pretty cool too. So I'm glad that kind of continues.
Yeah, glad you're starting it.
Yeah, no, fantastic. Really loved it. I beat it in like 7 hours.
That's actually insane.
Super quick. Yeah, first run. So then so I'm gonna go to the second one next.
Yep.
But other than that, played some Oxenfree. About I don't know 3 to 4 hours into Oxenfree. Really enjoying that.
Yep.
Went back to some Zelda. I haven't played Zelda in a while, so right away did like the Xenoblade Chronicles one where you're like looking at the stars in the sky, you know, things like that, and getting like the pieces. So that's cool. Finally got all the climbing fucking like gear. That tells you like kind of like where I was at, you know.
Yeah.
I beat the game at like around 80 hours, but there's still so much for me to do still.
You remember how many shrines you have?
I know it's low. I know it's low for sure. But
gotta get that 120.
yeah, not 120. I want to say I'm like at 50 probably.
Okay.
I'm at around like 50 or 60,
Yes.
maybe 70. But that probably not even that. So I played Oxenfree. Went back to some Mario. Played a little bit of Mario. Here's the thing with Mario. Okay, Mario's like. I love it. I love what it is. There's just something that just doesn't seem to like I play it, hooks are in, but the hooks so easily come out for me. I don't know what it is.
You've beaten it, right?
Yeah, I beaten the main main story. But
I feel like once you beat the main story and you know that you don't have any new planets coming, it
that's the thing is that I still haven't
not planets, but
I still do have 2 spaces still to get, like the 250 and the 500 moons.
Yeah,
you know
and I got
mean?
the 250.
So I have those.
They're not like they're definitely cool, but I don't know if they're cool enough to where like I want to actually be getting all the moons. Like I don't know. I felt the same way once I beat the game.
Very weird.
I haven't played it too much, but then again, I haven't been traveling too much. I feel like if I travel, I'll play like the heck out of Mario, and I also want to 100% a level.
Yeah.
Because I feel once I do that, then I'll start wanting to 100%
My coworker at work has 100% of the game. Got every single one. And it's like, Jesus. Yeah,
that's insane.
So that's wild. And he did it like in a good time frame too, from what I was talking to him, because he got the game like, I want to say even like a week or 2 after it came out, and he was able to like still get it, you know, probably like around a month ago he probably got them also.
Like it's a fantastic game, but like Banjo-Kazooie fantastic? I don't know.
Yeah, it's like I said, really love the game, really love about it. I'm not good at manipulating Mario enough to go all the way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if you see like those videos to where like you throw the hat, then you then you
I
long dive.
can do that.
See, like I could do some of that, but not like how I want.
Have you seen the speedrun videws where it's
that's
they're running with the
I can't
the
even
turtle?
think
That's
of it.
insane.
Yeah, I can't even think of that. So I'm playing that. I'm also playing DBZ Xenoverse still, which I'm gonna get to on What's on Your Radar pretty soon. Here we're gonna get to Fighter Z. I want to talk a little bit about that. That'll be something that's on our radar. And I'm also on PS4. Going back to PS4. Everybody's Golf, playing more Everybody's Golf.
You liking that?
I do. It's
just a golf game.
It's super Eastern, but like what's cool, multiplayer is really fun. It's quick and simple. Everything's quick and simple if you want it to be, or you can like really deep dive into it. You know what I mean? So it's really nice to see like the game have depth if you want to have depth. Also, you can unlock a bunch of like character skins. It's constantly being updated. There was holiday stuff, you know. You get the Santa suit, stuff like that. Play online. What's really nice is that so Everybody's Golf takes away the stick shot, you know, like in like PGA games, you know, things like that. And it's actually like a time presses like through a gauge.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So that I think that makes it also a little bit better because sometimes I'm just not good at that. I think I would still like the game though. However, if that was the mechanic, I was going into the game thinking that it was going to play like that.
Yeah.
And it doesn't, so I'm okay with that. But I think that also allows people that don't play golfing games to play the game.
To play it.
And it has a really and it has a really good character creator, so it's fun to just sit down and create a character. You know what I mean? And then there's offline progression, online progression, things like that. You get certain like just people to battle, you know. That's also through your campaign, and then your characters and your drivers, all that stuff like levels up as you play. So like, let's say if I have a 1 wedge and a 3 wedge, I never use my 3 wedge, I only use my 1 wedge. Well, my 3 wedge will never upgrade.
Interesting.
You know what I mean?
There's like an actual RPG progression.
Yeah, there is. So it's really nice, and I could make different characters and just put them into the hub world, and then just progress them, and then pull that character out, and then progress this character and pull that character out. So it's really, really cool.
Didn't expect all that.
Friday the 13th, still playing Friday the 13th. Fun game. I just love just throwing in a match. And that's the thing I was talking about. You either have fantastic matches with really fucking cool shit, or you don't. You know what I mean? So it's 50-50 sometimes. It's always fun. Like, I just love the horror aspect. So, like, you know, definitely if that's like a slow-paced game kind of isn't what you're into. Because, you know, Friday the 13th, you kind of have to build up to stuff, you know, before it, like, actually, like, kicks ass. So there's that. And then other than that, TV-wise, I just finished Godless, one of the best types of Western media ever. I love it so much. It's 7 parts. Jeff Daniels is the bad guy, which is the dude from Dumb and Dumber. And he's just like, why aren't you a fucking bad guy all the time? Like, Jeff, just be a bad guy. Do it, Jeff. You're such a good bad guy.
Everyone tweeted
and it's so funny because you're looking for the Red Dead Redemption 2 coming up, you know what I mean? And like, you're looking forward to it so much. So that's what got me into Godless. Real quick plot summary of what it is: a town called LaBelle. All the coal miners die because there's an accident in the coal mine. Pretty much all the men except like 3 or 4 are dead. So it's just like pretty much the town ran by women.
Damn.
And then there's a whole like outlaw story that's happening and bringing this big gang to this town.
Damn.
So that's kind of like the plot of it. And
that's interesting.
The last episode is just the best thing I've ever seen. Like shootout wise, cinematography, and just this show even goes really in depth into like breaking a horse. Like there's a huge breaking the horse scene, and I was seeing like some in depth stuff, and like it's a more serious horse breaking scene than you've ever seen. Wow. Like it almost lasts like, I want to say like maybe 7 minutes of just this like person like trying to break these horses. And then like, you know, a lot of the characters, Jeff Daniels, early on in the show he loses an arm. Like episode 1 he loses his arm like in one of the opening scenes, and he rode the horses for the show with one arm tied behind his back the whole time. Damn. He fell off the horse multiple times and even broke his wrist. Jeez. Yeah, that's how like dedicated the people are. The main character of the story actually knows how to, because he goes by these horses and he lays them down. He lays them down, you know, and gets them on the ground, and he actually learned how to do all that. So it's super authentic. Really would just, if you have any small type of Western, like, you know, nostalgia, like maybe from your parents watching it, or just whatever it is to get you into this Western media, do it, because it's gonna fucking be awesome.
Well, with Red Dead Redemption coming out soon, like, definitely I can see myself
absolutely. And the last episode was so good, I was like, I hope Red Dead could be this good. That's how fucking good it was. Damn. Like, especially like just how characters evolve. That's what I like most. So that's the TV show that I'm fucking into. Nice. And I'm just fucking blabbing out, watch this. Also watching Black Mirror, watched the first 2 episodes. It's funny, I heard the second episode like was the weakest one in the series, and I still loved it. Nice. So I'm excited for the rest. USS Callister was fucking great. That's the first episode. That's the Star Trek one that they kind of showed in the promo. Yeah. I know you haven't started it yet. I know you're watching it though.
I'm on season 1. I just watched the first 3 episodes. Nice. The third one being my favorite. The guy who can record what you're seeing. Yeah. Because that's me. To a T. If I was going through life and was recording everything, I would go home and watch everything over again to see how I fucked up and everything. Yeah, exactly. He would be me to a T.
Yeah, exactly. So it's so good. It's keeping the pace. Like I said, if that was the weakest one, Archangel, which is the second episode in season 4, that's the weakest one. Bring it on. I'm hyped.
You're super excited.
Yeah, I'm super excited for that. I want to start Mindhunters, haven't yet. Want to start Punisher, haven't yet.
I wanted to, but I still need to watch Defenders and Iron Fist.
Yes,
I know it has probably nothing to do with them.
And that's the thing is, I need to watch those same shows still. Defenders is still was like the least watched series that they made. I don't know if you heard that when it came out, but yeah,
that's what they're saying.
Yeah, so that's pretty crazy.
Awesome.
Well, yeah, no, it probably is. But the thing is, you had to watch 4 different seasons of a show to watch that show, which really fucked everybody up, like me and you. That's why we haven't watched it.
Right. Because that
was a bad strategy. Especially with that was dumb to do.
It works out with movies.
Yeah.
But maybe with shows, it's kind of like it's hard to do, and especially when you ended it with Iron Fist and Luke Cage. Luke Cage was still okay, but it was the weakest out of Daredevil, Jessica Jones, and Luke Cage, and now Iron Fist with all the negative criticism. It's just kind of like I don't know how much I want to watch it. I watched the beginning of the first episode, and I'm like, do I really want to commit to like 12 more of these? Yeah, I don't know.
So that's hard. I'm still watching the sitcom Superstore, The Mick. Things like that. They're great. Will and Grace, I've been watching. I fucking love Will and Grace. Actually, the #1 scripted comedy on television. So, not only is it back, but it's back with the fucking bang. It's a fucking edgy show. My mom used to watch it. That's why I watch it. I see. Hilarious, though.
Yeah, I don't know a single thing about Will and Grace.
Yeah, it's just...
not anything.
Just some gay dudes living with, like, the straight chick. And then there's this chick that's, like, super, super straight and super outlandish. So the show completely balances itself out. Because you have, like, the super gay guy that's, like, really outward, and you have, like, kind of more the calmer gay guy, calmer straight chick, then super outward straight chick. So it's, like, perfect balance of a show, you know what I mean? Yeah. And all the jokes fucking hit. That's what's the best part about it, especially in 2017. Because you have to think that this show was going on in the early 2000s, and now with that time gap, them still doing that, I think it hits better than what it did back in the day. Movie-wise, I haven't watched too much The Last Jedi, really, you know what I mean? And one of the best things coming out of 2017 was just the controversy of The Last Jedi, because finally it was the backwards controversy. It wasn't just like, oh my god, the critics hate this, fans love it. There's this shamble. Now it's actually the critics love it and fans don't like it,
which you don't see often at all.
Exactly. So I really like that controversy, and I love to see how Disney does this now, because I think that was something that happened that a lot of us haven't experienced, especially like doing reviews and like making media. It's always the opposite. Now it's happening this way, and I really enjoy it. Well, we enjoyed the movie too.
Yeah, because it's confusing at first, because you're like, I don't see how anyone else can think differently about this movie. Like, I either didn't like it or I really liked it. But then you hear other people's opinions and you're like, yeah, your opinion is kind of solid, but I don't know, I didn't think about it that way. No, so, because I had a week of blissfulness where I was just like, I loved it, everyone loves it, and then I realized what people don't like it, and then I didn't want to know why people didn't like it for a while, and then I started to kind of realize the reasons, and I'm like, I get your point. Oh, man, but I don't know.
And that's what it is that, there was definitely some things. So the first time I watched it twice in theaters. First time I watched it, there was definitely some things I did not like. We won't spoil or go into anything. Definitely some understandings. We probably could spoil it, because I want to say probably the majority of people watched it, but we're just not, because that's not the topic today. So, there were some things, when I watched it the second time, it more solidified what I liked about it than solidified what I didn't like about it. Yeah. Which says a lot about the movie. Yeah, you know what I mean?
And it was opposite for me. The first time I watched it, loved everything about it. Second time I watched it, I noticed those little flaws, but at the same time, it wasn't a problem. Definitely the second time, though, I realized how long of a movie it was. Yeah. First time, I wanted more, give me more. The second time, I was like, oh man, this is a long movie, because I knew what was happening. And
I didn't really feel like it was too long the second time I watched it. I still really enjoyed it. But I think the best things from the movie is that it has two of the best scenes in like the franchise. Yeah. Kylo racing, and then also there's a scene to where there's some light speed involved into an attack, and it's fantastic. And also the scenes are back to back. Yeah. Which really, like, it's a really great fucking 30 minutes of the movie. The second half of Last Jedi is so good. Yeah. Yeah. So and like I said, I think like I said, most of my gripes were also with the first half. Yeah. So that was some things.
It's going to be interesting seeing J.J. Abrams take it back now. Yeah. Like that must be weird for a director to be like, I was starting this trilogy, someone else did the middle of it, and now I'm going to close it out. I kind of feel like they should go for someone else, but at the same time, I love JJ.
I think it'll be good though because you have enough twist in the middle. Now J.J. Abrams is going to fix anything if he wants to and do his own type of thing, even if it's just like small things, you know what I mean? Sprinkling small details to help support other things, you know, or just details of facts that we didn't hear in The Last Jedi.
I never heard his opinions on it. I wonder how... I'd like to look that up at some point.
Yeah, for sure.
To see what he thought of The Last Jedi.
Yeah. I think publicly they're all going to say it's fantastic.
Yeah. I think they have to say that, but I'd like to know what his...
For sure. The whole Mark Hamill thing was super interesting, too. About how it went from, like, I don't like this. Oh, I don't like this. Oh, I don't agree with it. Oh, it'll be alright, but I don't agree with it. And now it's just like, no, guys, I like it. It was a fine movie. Rian Johnson did great.
Yeah.
Like, we have fucking people that disagree, and now I think the movie's great. It's like, I think that's a lie. I think that's a lie. Yeah. And then people making those, like, videos of, like, montages of, like, Mark Hamill with Rian Johnson, like, hearing stuff, and he's just like, I don't like this.
Damn.
Yeah, so it's a pretty deep video. It's just kind of like the Ben Affleck video. Actually, same exact music too.
Damn.
Yeah. So other than that on my plate, my uncle gave me a classical guitar. Just string that up. I haven't stringed a guitar in very long.
Nice.
Holidays went by like the holidays. We got some stuff. I got a couple more collector's things, so it's pretty nice. I like it. You know, you can't.
You can see it, but
I don't think they can, but nevertheless, good holiday, good holiday. So what's on the radar now? That's going to be our new revised of new releases, because it's like, oh, can I go out and make a list? No, I don't really want to go out and make a list, right? I don't want to have to do all that. Let's just do the things that we're focused on. If there's something that you would like us to focus on, tweet us at GBW Podcast. Or comment below the YouTube video. That's fine with us. Let us know. Give us a reason why we like it. Or, just call us assholes. Which, 50-50, that's going to happen. So radar. My radar, Fighter Z. I want to bring this up. We could probably bring this up, but there's two other games I'm going to save for next podcast. Fighter Z is what I'm talking about right now. That's on my radar. Number one, I think it's the best art style of a Dragon Ball Z game to date.
It still astounds me. Like, it looks exactly it was taken out of the show. Yeah. Like, sometimes you're just kind of thinking you might be watching a show because it looks that good, and then you realize it's all 2D, but...
Yeah, exactly. So, really excited for that. I'm playing Xenoverse, right? So, that has a lot, both negative and positive reasons to purchase this game for me. I think eventually, right now, it's going to be a pass. Now, here's the thing. I don't know what exactly this new Fighter Z is going to cover. I know it's probably going to cover a lot of Super, which is fine. If the campaign almost pretty much leaves out the first half of the DBZ story, I think that'll make me want to buy it. I don't want to replay that.
Yeah, because
that's what you did in Budokai 2, Tenkaichi. What I like about Xenoverse is that you're kind of doing that without going through each fucking step of each mission to build up to fighting Frieza. It just cuts to big fights, and they change them. So it's like, oh, well, you're fighting Frieza, but what if his brother Cooler came down and actually helped with the fight, you know what I mean? So it always changes it up slightly, so I'm cool with that, you know what I mean? Yeah. So, but yeah, if it starts out maybe after the Buu Saga or during the Buu Saga, and then goes through the Super Saga, I think I'm going to want to purchase that game, and I'm just going to have to see what it does, because I don't want to fight Cell, I don't want to fight the androids, I don't want to fight Frieza, I don't want to fight Raditz, I don't want to fight Nappa, Vegeta, I don't want to do any of that, you know what I mean? So, it's like...
See, for me, I'm not really interested too much in the campaign for this game. This is a game, I'm going to treat it like any of the other kind of 2D fighting games that I don't play. I'm just going to find a character that I like, get really good at him, and then try to just do online matches and I want to get good at this
game.
So
this is the fighting game that you finally want to break the barrier to.
Finally. Where I thought Injustice was going to be that game for me, but it ended up not being. There were just some control things in Injustice I didn't really care for too much. But so that's why I'm excited for this game.
Cool. So what's on your radar?
It is coming out
I'm hyped.
On fucking Tuesday.
We
4K
love this movie.
Blu-ray.
Yep.
I'm getting this shit. I don't buy a lot of physical media when it comes to movies. I can stream them. Only physical movies I really have right now. I'm starting to get my own collection. The last one I got was Baby Driver. This is going to be the next movie I'm going to purchase. I'm going to watch it like once a week. Kind of weird, but I'm going to do it. Like,
once a week?
Happening. Yeah.
For how many weeks?
Maybe at least 8 weeks. I fucking love this movie.
So are you going to do it because you love it, or are you doing that because you're buying it physically? Like, are you?
It's a little bit of both.
Is there some justification?
Yeah.
Like, okay, if I'm going to buy this, I'm going to watch it till I hate it.
A little bit of that, but also because I love that movie.
I like
all
it.
those characters.
I like it. All the characters are great. I really enjoy it. Can't wait to hear more news. Hopefully, we could tell these people the wonderful news soon. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Fantastic. We should just do an episode where we cast them ourselves.
Exactly.
And not just do like the fucking, like the the obvious casting. You know what I mean? Let's get wild. You know what I mean? Let's do some fucking. Let's dig.
Let's
dig a little bit.
I like it.
Yeah, I like it too. All right, it's 2018 now.
Finally.
It's happened. We're done with
2017 is dead.
It's dead. It's done. It's done and dead.
In the dirt.
And we don't want it. We didn't want it.
6 feet under.
It
was a great year for games, but
yeah. I pictured James McAvoy from Days of Future Past looking at Patrick Swayze, and it's like, I don't want your future. That's exactly what that year was.
Well, should we really quick talk about some high points and low points of 2017?
I mean, as long as we don't get too serious, I think. Yeah.
Great games.
Yeah, great games for sure. Great games.
The Last Jedi?
The Dark Tower was not good, so that was a problem. Like I said, we've talked about this. I always thought the marketing for that movie was off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was just, I was like, is this for an adult? Is this for a kid? I don't know.
Yeah, still to this day, I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you ever watch
it? No, I didn't, because it's like,
I
don't know if it's for me or not.
Yeah, but I love Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah, nevertheless, I probably like it, let's be honest, but nevertheless, wasn't critically received, bunch of stuff, so. PUBG was huge.
The biggest, no one
it's now on
that.
Xbox.
Yep.
You're playing PUBG.
Yeah, it's on Xbox. Fortunately, I'm playing it on the X, so it's decent. Mm-hmm. But I've seen footage of it on the
like an S
normal
or one.
Well, just like the normal launch one.
Yeah.
Damn.
Rough.
Bad.
Rough bananas.
Very bad.
Damn.
Yep.
That sucks. That sucks for that. Something else. Just the Nintendo Switch. Just boom, exploded out of nowhere. You thought the company was dead, and now it's the fastest selling console in U.S. history. Yep. And that is fucking awesome.
The library.
The library's real. Look, there's some library right there.
It started with, Legend of Zelda. It's all you really needed, little games here and there. Mm-hmm. Now you can fucking play Skyrim on it.
Yeah.
You can play Doom on it.
And they run good.
Everything. They run good. Fine.
They run good.
Like, Skyrim still, I still just don't understand how Skyrim works as well as it does.
Yeah, fantastic.
I feel like it ran better now than when I was playing it on 360.
Damn.
It's just weird.
Well, it isn't just the 360 version. It is some of the upgrades to the PS4 version.
That's
I
true.
just don't
that
think
is
cool,
true.
So.
And then the loot box controversy.
Yeah, loot box.
Battlefront 2.
Battlefront. EA stocks going down because of that. That's pretty crazy.
My buddy was saying I don't really follow the NBA games, but I guess 2K18 right now. People are really mad because it's loot boxes. The reason why I didn't buy Need for Speed, I don't even know what it was called, was because it was more of a loot box system of upgrading.
Yeah.
Instead of upgrading your engine and stuff to make your car better, you would open a loot box which would give you speed up and stuff. It's like that.
And that's how Madden is, but Madden's been like that with MUT for a while. So I mean, you can put Madden into that as well, but that's what MUT is. So I think a lot of people expected that. Anything else that you can think of?
I think those are the main things I really wanted to touch upon.
Yeah, the whole Last Jedi controversy just didn't expect for sure. You know what I mean? Justice League performed probably as planned.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, exactly. We got an Infinity War trailer. That was nice. So
that trailer. Yeah. I've seen that so many times.
Yeah.
So many times.
All right, so that's it. We're done with that.
Cool.
We're never talking about 2017 again.
Ever.
We're done.
I'm fine with it.
Okay. 2018.
All right.
What are you expecting from 2018?
Dude,
I don't even care if you're talking about your life. We can talk about crazy. As long as it's nothing that's sad. Or it's sad and intriguing, I'll fucking play with that.
You know what? I have no idea on that on my life part. I'm not even thinking of that. Just
Yeah, I'd get wild. You know what I mean? Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna start out with some fucking good old media.
All right.
Some media stuff.
Cool.
Right now, I'm so fucking invested. Switch year 2.
Yep.
I'm fucking invested. I want them to give me the smash. I want to maybe hit on some Star Fox or fucking DK announcement would be really great. Those are like probably my second two fucking like properties I'm waiting on. You got to think that they're doing Animal Crossing, and we already know Metroid. If we could get a date for Metroid, that'd be
nice.
Or at least just a trailer for Metroid, not even a date. Or just
would be nice.
Are you
just to see what we're
you're expecting that to be a 2019 game?
2019, 2020.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking as well.
Yeah, definitely not this year.
Yeah.
I would like to see what we're getting ourselves into, though.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, is this really going to just be picking up?
Yeah.
You know, from after Metroid 3, like, are we going to be getting just those awesome graphics that same game? Like,
Pokemon is coming out this year as well, which is gonna. Here's the Switch, and then it's just gonna go above, I think.
Yeah, we'll see with Pokemon too. I'm not 100% sure. If they can somehow manage it, it would probably come out in October. That's when a lot of Pokemon games do come out. But I just don't see them doing it because we haven't even gotten like a teaser thing. We just got them officially saying they're working on it. So,
but they did say it's coming. They said it's 2018.
Yeah, that's what they said. That's what they said. I think it'll be.
So far, Nintendo hasn't delayed a game since the Switch has been out.
If that's the case, Pokemon's going to be the first one.
You think?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I do not expect it. I'm keeping
rolling the dice. I like that.
Yeah,
you think it's going to get delayed no matter what?
Yeah.
I like it. I like it.
Not coming out.
You have to think though. ARMS didn't get delayed. It was a brand new IP, and you have to think how much of that game they probably worked on that game for like 2.5 years without it leaking or anything.
Yeah,
so we do not know what cards they have up their sleeve.
That's true. They could have been.
We also have a Bayonetta coming for us, and we have Bayonetta. Finally, I can play Bayonetta. That's what I'm excited for.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play Bayonetta 1 and 2. They're coming out on Switch. I'm hyped. In February. So let's do this. I'm ready to get into it. Super Eastern title. You know I love Eastern inspired games. That's who I am. It's a fucking slash 'em up, bam, 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 button mashing.
I'd be interested.
You know, to win. So I'm stoked.
Yeah,
looks interesting. As well.
I'll watch you play it first. And
Absolutely. We have Red Dead. Maybe coming this year. Do you think that's a title that gets delayed?
Red Dead Redemption? It was already delayed.
Do you think it's going to be delayed?
No, I think it might be delayed. I don't know when the official date is right now. I think it's like I don't know, but I think it will probably be delayed. I'm expecting that to be a big fall blockbuster, but definitely coming out this year.
You think?
100%. We're getting Red Dead Redemption this year.
I want to say that. And then I just don't know if it'd be delayed for like another 2 to 3 months.
I'm more interested on is if they're going to actually release it with the online component right away.
Oh, I think it'll be vanilla.
Remember Grand Theft Auto 5 was they released it, didn't have any online stuff for like at least a month or two before they released that.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they would do the same thing or if they would just here's Red Dead Redemption because it's going to have Red Dead Redemption Online. Like
that's going to be what that's why we have Grand Theft Auto 5 for so long.
Yeah, that's their bread and butter.
Exactly.
That's their thing. So I expect that, and I'm okay with it. I was a little upset with the whole Grand Theft Auto 5 Online thing just because we didn't get a story DLC. We're not getting that many games, and I think it's because they're just racking up money.
But also there is a lot of content that they're busting out on online.
Yeah.
I mean,
but if you don't play online, then
but the thing is though is that that's what that game is now. Yeah. That's the thing though. That's what Grand Theft Auto is now. It's not just 5. It's not just that story. It's online.
And that's for now on, dude.
Yeah, exactly. But man, my friend's telling me all the stuff that he has to do like the Doomsday Heist and stuff. There's 5 missions leading up. Everybody has to do their part. Everybody has to garnish enough money and do enough criminal activities to get enough money to buy a plane, to buy a fucking warehouse in this area to do all this. It's a fucking big infrastructure that me and you missed the fuck out on.
I mean, we could always
jump in.
All I have to do is download it. I got it paid for.
Is this the year that me and you go deep into Rockstar again?
Well, maybe.
We could do it.
Let's do it.
You know what I mean? I mean, we could spend some summer doing a bunch of GTA, just getting hyped up for that Red Dead.
Yeah. Oh, when Red Dead Redemption comes out, there's nothing else. I'm taking 5 days off work for that.
Watch Godless. Do it.
Yeah, I'm definitely watching Godless too. Speaking of games, I mean, we got Spider-Man. Spider-Man has to be coming out this year.
Yeah.
That's going to be fantastic. I mean, Spider-Man 2 is still to this day one of my favorite just older games. that wasn't Legend of Zelda.
Yeah.
Mario, anything like that. So I'm ready to jump back into that world. I'm really hoping that you can upgrade your maneuverability. I love that in Spider-Man 2. You get better swing speed. You start getting all these little things like that. Like I love that. But at the same time, if they just make it a little more mainstream and streamlined, and they don't have that, I'll be all right with that too.
Yeah. But, I mean, it's going to be something that I invest time in no matter what. I think it's going to be great though. Yeah. I think they've had so much time to look at what Spider-Man games are, what Batman games are, what they want to do as Insomniac. They hit it out of the park with Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah.
And
as well as
Sunset Overdrive. Yeah, exactly.
Which you never played. I beat. It was fantastic, and what's funny is my favorite part about that game was the maneuverability.
Yeah, so I didn't play much. I did play a little bit though.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I brief stint had that Xbox and had that game. Mm-hmm. So, but that's actually the maneuverability, like just going around and traversing the city is going to be so good. Yeah,
that's going to be my favorite part. Miles Morales confirmed.
Yeah, exactly.
It's probably going to be you're playing as both of them.
Mm-hmm.
When you're Miles, you're going to be more tutorial learning stuff.
Yeah.
When you're Spider-Man, you got fucking everything.
And that would be very, very cool, especially if like the story started out with almost you actually meeting Miles. Yeah. And it actually goes through his origin. That's how you learn to be Spider-Man, and then it breaks off into your Peter Parker story.
Yeah, I think it's going to start off your Peter Parker. You have everything. You know everything. It's gonna be like, here's 10 minutes of what the end game will look like.
Yeah.
But we're not giving you all that right now.
Yeah,
you're playing as Miles. You're learning all this stuff. I'm just wondering how, there's a lot of Peter Parker and a lot of Miles instead of Spider-Man. So I don't know if that's just going to be only in the cutscenes. Can you play as Peter Parker? Can you play as Miles? Out of the suit?
Yeah, is there going to be a time to where you could actually pick who you're playing too?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
100%.
That'll be something that's really important too, because I mean, one thing that's cool about Grand Theft Auto 5, you could kind of go between your characters and missions. Mm-hmm. But I mean, it'd be great if you could just
Which you didn't get to do that as much as I would have liked.
And if you could just switch between Miles in the meat of the game, make the first 10 hours, hand-holdy or whatever, or first 8 hours hand-holdy. And then, in your fucking 12 hours to 20-hour mark, it's just you, fucking in it, and you can switch back and forth and do, each other's side quests. Or, you know what I mean, you can have a quest system to where it's okay, to do that quest, you actually have to finish Miles Morales, fourth quest or whatever, you know what I mean? And have them, progress, but in your own way still. And I think that'd be really great. It's going to be so awesome to see what that company does.
Yeah.
And finally, we're going to see Insomniac, if they deliver, they will be at that upper echelon with, right under Naughty Dog. They'll be in that talk, with what's happening, Sucker Punch. Yeah, exactly. And now Gorilla's in that talk.
Oh yeah, Gorilla,
and
they're officially.
So it's going to be awesome to see Insomniac finally get that recognition, because you saw it with Ratchet and Clank, but Ratchet and Clank was that offbeat title.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it wasn't that huge AAA game.
Exactly.
So it'll be awesome.
Whereas Sunset Overdrive was the big AAA, but it was also for a different. It was for Microsoft. So,
and then at the same time, Resistance, when it came out, it was for PS3, and PS3 did really good at the beginning, but Xbox 360 clearly won that generation. So I think Insomniac making the Resistance games it was able to get them from point A to point B, as in here's your studio, now you're making AAA games, and now you are a studio who has made AAA games for a while, you're distinguished, you have a vision, and that's the Insomniac we're dealing with now, and it's fucking dope.
Yep.
So TV shows, okay? I don't know what I'm going to do without Godless, Steven. Okay, so this is
I still like I haven't seen it, but I like that take on shows. Here's 8 episodes or here's 7 episodes. There's not going to be a second season, third season to where I love Breaking Bad, but everyone can agree that third season was kind of whack. You're what the fuck? So that was the lowest point. So that's a good thing that
exactly.
We're not getting any more of it,
and me and you are big advocates of having a short-lived show. You know what I mean? As long as you tell your story and you're not trying to fucking spread this out The Walking Dead is just terrible now. I mean, me and my father were watching the mid-season finale, and my dad just turned to me. He goes, "This is almost unwatchable." And my dad doesn't say that stuff about a lot of stuff, you know what I mean? So, like, that sucks to see that that's where The Walking Dead is now. I still watch it. There's still good things about it.
I'm behind.
Yeah,
you know.
I'll stay behind. Let's just say. No, but, so I want that new show to grab me, and I want it to give me, like, a 6th season. Like, that's what I want from my TV in 2018. Something totally new that can pull me in. You know, like I said, I want to watch Mindhunters, you know. My dad watches Outlander, and a lot of people tell me that Outlander is just so good. Maybe that might be something I start up. I know that's like in its 3rd or 4th season, though, so Black Mirror is rolling, but Black Mirror also feels a little bit short, and now it's on Netflix, so that also doesn't feel right. So it's just something that I almost need from, like, a cable stance, too.
Yeah.
Like, I almost want it to be weekly. Like, I don't want a show that, like, comes streaming that, like, I want... Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I don't want a binge-watchable show. Yeah. I want something that keeps my time like Game of Thrones is, because I know Game of Thrones is ending.
Well, and see, because that was an issue with Stranger Things Season 2. Loved the show, but I finished it in 3 days.
It comes and goes.
And now I'm like, whereas, you know, a show like Game of Thrones, you have to actually wait for that next week episode, and you're just like, I can't wait to watch that next episode, and it spans out 10 weeks instead of 3 days.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So it's nice. It's nice. It keeps you... And what's, I think, the best part about not streaming the show is how you all can talk about it with your friends, a very timely manner. You can all have, you know, an episode to talk about a week. Nobody's off pace. No one can't talk about something. You can, if you need to, you catch up, and it takes you 2 weeks, and you're back in the conversation. You know what I mean? In 2 weeks, someone could watch it, talk about it, and not even start thinking about it again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's what I want. I want a good cable broadcasted show that gets my attention and becomes the new Game of Thrones. Probably not Game of Thrones or Breaking Bad, but like to that caliber.
Yeah. For me, like I said earlier, End of the Fucking World, amazing show, came out in 2018. Watch it. So
do it.
I'm about to finish it. Again, it was in a show where I watched more than half of the season in a night, because it was that good, and I was just like, screw it. But other than that, there's not any specific show I'm really interested in. I also might pick up a show that I just haven't seen yet. I'm still trying to catch up on Gotham, which I'm in the 2nd season right now. So you know, that show's still awesome. But unfortunately, no Game of Thrones this year.
Yeah, so we're all sad.
Yeah, so after that ending, you're just going to make us wait until 2019 for our final 6 episodes. They haven't even said how long they're going to be or anything like that. Like, I'm really hoping for some like 2-hour long, like last two episodes.
At least the last episode you gave me 2 hours.
Something like
no
that.
matter what. That's the least we could ask for, I think. You know what I mean?
More like
give us some.
exactly.
Well, 2 hours. You know what I mean? I'll take 2. So I'm down with that. Let's do that. Let's do it. And I just so hope that fucking George R.R. Martin is looking out in the world, and he knows how the show ends. And maybe some theories are close, but I hope that nothing is fucking close to what really happens. I hope none of us expect it, because I think Game of Thrones got onto that path to where we all expected where we are now.
For the most part.
You know what I mean? Like, we kind of...
Well, it was like we were all like wondering, you know, does whatever plus whatever equal J and everything.
Exactly.
Like we were always kind of like, it was cool to guess, and now that it's all coming to fruition, it's like, yes, you were right. I see what you mean.
Yeah, Bran is the ultimate guy, and you know, Arya is the killer girl, and you know,
at this point, it's who's going to survive, who's not.
Yeah, exactly. Which I think that's where like the theories and what we thought was going to happen like starts to dwindle, because it's just like, oh well. Now, you know, he could have anybody win. People think that Bran might be the Night King and things like that, and I go on and off with that theory to where I support it, and I that is my favorite theory, because like I said, out of all the theories, I think that just makes most sense. But I also just trust Martin to change that and be unique and end it on a really great note too.
Yeah, I hope so.
Maybe some of our favorite characters die too, which I think is what Game of Thrones is. Nobody,
and that's what we didn't get.
Nobody that good lives in that show. You know what I mean?
In this last season, that's what we didn't really get. You know, we didn't. It was refreshing, but we didn't get our favorite characters getting killed off.
Which is why this season is going to be, because he's saving it. He's saving it. Just murder,
It's just
murder.
going to be murder. This person died. This person dies. Because he's not working on his book right now. So
he's not working on anything. Yeah. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Has he been working on anything for the past couple of years? I don't think so.
Probably not. He's rolling in that dough.
He's rolling in money, and he's just teasing. Yeah. He's teasing. Yeah, I bet you he's written the book 4 times. 4 or 5 times. I bet you he has a fucking box full of endings, and you know what I mean? He has a box full of scenarios for this character and stuff, and it's just so I'm pretty excited for all that. Anything that maybe you want to dabble in geek-wise that you haven't dabbled in, just something fun. I kind of want to get into more anime. We were talking about Dragon Ball Z. I would like to watch Super. I think if there's anything that's long-running that I could get into, it's Dragon Ball Z. Mm-hmm. However, I think, I don't know if this is true, so don't criticize me. I heard that Goku defeated someone again by a spirit bomb, and if that's all the show ever leads to, I can't get back into it. Yeah. There has to be something else that's better than that, right? Yeah. There has to be more. So, like I said, that might not be true. I thought I read it in a thing, and I thought there was a whole another article that I read that was about how the spirit bomb there has to be something more than that. But so if that's the case, that's sad.
Yeah,
you gotta get crazy.
That will be. I do kind of want to... I'm behind on my animes. I always tell people it's harder for me to get into animes just because I don't know. It takes me a while longer to get into the characters, whereas on a normal show, I get into real actors a lot.
Yeah, a live action show is easier for you to connect with.
Much easier. But I do want to try One Punch Man, My Hero Academia.
Okay, cool.
So I do want to try those out, definitely. Other than that, we've been talking about it a lot earlier. Overwatch League is this year?
Overwatch League. Yeah. Yes. So I'm excited about that.
Me too.
Me and you were probably looking up about an hour's worth of just some shit before we did this video.
Different teams.
I'm really excited.
The merch.
Just totally also the people that are already making content on YouTube right now. You guys are awesome. We're listening to your guys' words about the game, and we're just God, there's so many terms I don't even know.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. We're so excited. You guys are doing a fucking great job.
Yeah.
So
no, it's a great thing, and I really hope it's what brings esports into not the mainstream, but
it gets it going.
Yeah, it gets it started and everything. And I think the best way for us to help with that, or for you to help with that, is to start talking about it. Buy some merch, show it off, and then hopefully this becomes a deal. Watching the Overwatch League game match tonight,
exactly. How you were saying, fantasy Overwatch League. Just think if there's fantasy Overwatch League and you're actually betting on player, you build your roster of 6 players from all of them. Oh my god,
it's just great.
That'd be so cool.
It'll hold me over until I'm in the pros and I'm playing Overwatch with them.
Yeah, on the Denver team.
On the Denver team.
I like that.
You heard it here first.
Yeah, you heard it here first.
I'm not that good.
Yeah, no.
Decent.
He goes, Oscar, what would it take for me to be able to be trained enough to get into Overwatch League? And I was like, well, first you have to play for at least, 6 hours minimum a day.
Probably.
And then he just kind of looked into the sky obtainable.
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah.
I gotta go.
Yeah. But yeah, very excited for Overwatch League, man. It's gonna be fucking dope. Yep. Just the fact that how much change there is in the UI screens too.
Yeah,
how you're saying, you're they're probably playing on PC, right? And I'm yeah, just because of all the mods, every single team's colors UI are specified to colors around that.
When someone was playing as Winston, their team was green color and his electricity was green.
Yeah, exactly. So, all the powers also radiate that color too.
That's just super cool.
Yeah, so, I'm hyped. The purple Lucio, and he was shooting, so
yeah, because they all have their certain skins and everything, so that's cool. I really hope we can get those skins eventually too. They have a chance at making this a big deal. They definitely do.
Yeah, and if I could say anything, one more thing that I want from 2018, I want a big update for Friday the 13th. Give me a new map and a new Jason at least. Yeah. And I think I'm going to be stoked. And preferably, let's be honest, we all want Jason X. We want a spaceship.
Yeah.
We want maybe some partial nudity because, that's what Jason X was.
Yep. And
nipple clamps. Because that was also in Jason X.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. You don't remember the nipple clamps?
No, I don't think I actually ended up watching...
You have the rights to the material. We know that you know about the nipple clamps, just because he doesn't. Okay, nipple clamps, space, Jason X.
Do it.
That's what we want. That's
I'm
what we
interested in
want.
it. I'm definitely also excited for Infinity Wars.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
The peak.
Can't wait. That's the pinnacle Marvel movie. Yeah.
So I'm going to start here probably this week. I'm going to start watching a Marvel movie a week to get myself prepared for it. So yeah, it's
pretty hyped, dude. Yeah, it's gonna be wild. It's like fucking a culmination of so many years of media and entertainment and just like. And so much other stuff too, like other than just the movies, you know what I mean? Products and you know what I mean? Product placements and ads and you know, now there's a promise for an Avengers game that we're going to see coming out of Crystal Dynamics, the people that make the newest Tomb Raider games. And you know, and we also know that there's another team, not Crystal Dynamics, I don't think, making another Lara Croft. So, because they're saying that it's made. Lara Croft came out with a little social media thing, and they're like, "Don't worry, we want to let you know. Yes, there is one coming, and very soon we're telling you more about it." I just feel like if Crystal Dynamics is working on Avengers, then I mean,
well, they are working on a third.
A third Lara Croft.
Lara Croft.
Yes, and it's just so weird because I just
Tomb Raider
like,
something of Shadows.
Yeah, well, see, they just released that memo this week about the game. And they didn't give it a title, so I wonder. You know what I mean? I wonder if that's kind of...
They didn't give it a title, but the very first letter of, like, on the page, the very first letter of every sentence actually spells out Shadow.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
I didn't notice that.
I didn't notice that. Other people noticed it for me. I'm
Holy
not that
shit.
I'm not over decrypting.
I thought you were
decrypting
badass.
shit
God
like that.
damn it. God damn
so yeah, it's totally going to be Shadow. I'm not that cool.
Fuck.
One day.
You ended this on a low note.
Michael, down your Vincent.
Michael, down your fucking Vincent's, people. We're happy to be back. We hope that you jump back on board. You may have jumped off ship, but now jump back on the ship. Climb up the ship.
Yeah, we'll send out.
I've always thought
things.
When people jump off a big pirate ship and they get back on the ship, I think it's way too easy. Like in the movie, like when they get back on, like nah. Getting in a pirate ship would be fucking hard.
Yeah, it'd probably be really hard to climb up that shit.
Yeah, so we know it's
never
hard
thought of that before.
We know it's hard to climb back on ship, but help us out. Climb on this ship and you like that?
Help us out. We know it's tough.
Tweet us at GBW Podcast. We're on Facebook, facebook.com/fandom talk. We're on Instagram, GBW Podcast. Check us out. We miss you. That's why we're doing this. We love it. Yep. We love doing videos. Yep. We have new segments. We have new ideas. We're going to do all this stuff. So
new opinions?
Yeah, new opinions. Unpopular ones.
Unpopular
opinions. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think they saw you wink. Oh, shit. That was my bad.
Okay, guys. So leave a comment saying whatever you want. I may or may not read it. I'll probably read it. But if it's mean, I'll act like I didn't read it. So, have a good day.
See ya.